Hi, everybody, in Global Issues. Just want to share with you a short video, a summary of today's class, January 4th, 2021. Um, just to remind you what I'm trying to put together during this remote learning period. On Monday and Thursday, all cohorts A, B, and C are invited to uh, receive a live stream of a class as if you were in class. I'll be talking to the camera, but I will conduct the class as if you're all there in your seats. Um, on Tuesday and Friday, I'm going to offer this video review. I'll hit the highlights of what we talked about in class on this review. Now, you do not have to attend both. If you attend the Monday full live streaming class, you don't have to uh, check in on Tuesday for the summary version. If you're unable to make the live stream class, then try to make the summary version, video version. You can attend both if you want to, but I just want to let you know you don't have to attend both. So Monday and Thursday will be new content day. It will be the full class, live streaming class. Tuesday and Friday will be the summary review. If you have questions, you can always contact me. You can always email me somehow, and we will answer your questions. On Tuesday and Friday, I will log on. I will video stream at the class time and be available to review and to answer your questions. Okay? So the first thing we did in class today is I went through a class presentation, the week ahead in news, a very substantial week, I call it. A lot of three major things are going on. First is, put this up here, is the Georgia Senate election. There are 2 Senate seats up for grabs in that election on Tuesday, January 5th. Right now, there are 50 Republicans and 48 Democrats in the U.S. Senate out of 100. If the 2 Democrats win, then there'll be a 50-50 split. And when there's a 50-50 tie, the vice president becomes the tiebreaker. And the vice president in this case will be Vice President Kamala Harris. So that will give the Democrats the control of the U.S. Senate. So keep your eye on the Georgia elections for Tuesday. The other big issue is happening Wednesday. It is the certification of the state election results, January 6th on Wednesday. Normally, this is a very routine ceremonial process where Congress comes together to accept the election results certified by each of the 50 states. Several Republican congressmen and senators are going to object. This will not change the result of the election. President-elect Biden will be inaugurated on January 20th, but this is a bit of drama, a bit of chaos injected into an otherwise pretty ceremonial process, but that's going to happen on Wednesday. Keep an eye on that, but don't get caught up in the details of it in terms of what will happen. People will have their say, and then the election results will be certified, and President-elect Obama will be our next president starting January 20th. And the final area that I was covering was the trouble getting the vaccines out to everybody. The federal government wanted 20 million vaccines administered by the end of the year, 2020. To date, there's been a little less than 3,000, so this is a real slowdown in the vaccines, and they're trying to resolve that issue. The new unit of the day has to do with how we got where we are in terms of the COVID-19 pandemic. I take a look behind the scenes and how our country got to a position of not being able to successfully deal with this COVID-19 yet. I go through the video that shows the flight path of a 24-hour flight cycle, shows all the planes circling around the world from country to country, continent to continent, each and every day, which shows you how difficult it is to control movement of people. And then I give you a timeline of the COVID pandemic. And then we covered the first part of the Washington Post documentary. It's a 3-part series. We covered the first part, Fair Warning, is entitled. Contrary to what people say and many people think, that this came out of nowhere, we weren't prepared, that's simply not true. We saw this possibility coming for decades. President Clinton, President Bush, President Obama had prepared for a pandemic, had things in place to deal with it, and had more to do with not dealing with the pandemic as it approached us, rather than not knowing it was coming. It would be like seeing a blizzard or a snowstorm, nor'easter coming up the coast. You knew it was coming, but you just simply forgot to take the shovels out and didn't put the snow plows on the trucks, and then we're in a place that's not a very good place to be, totally unprepared. But it's not for not seeing it coming. So we took a look at that first part of the documentary, and then on Thursday we will go to part 2, Guided by the Science, and playing it down. What was our response to this pandemic, and why do we find ourselves where we are today? And the last part of this we'll take up on Thursday is listening to teen voices during the pandemic. How this pandemic has impacted teenagers around the country. I prepared, as I usually do, a organizer, so I would ask that you, as you're looking through this class presentation, that you go through, try to respond to the focusing questions. Okay? So that is the quick review of today's class. Again, on tomorrow, I will get online around 9:25 or so, review all this with you again, and answer any questions you might have. Wednesday is a flex day, and Thursday we'll finish this unit. Okay? Hope you had a great day, and see you soon. Bye-bye.